Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 55. We're in this town, Rivington, and I just found out something really unfortunate about Lizelle. People probably made comments on the video 20 episodes ago when it happened, but I'm just now finding out about it on my own. Remember, as I record these videos, I tend to do them in chunks, and then I parse them out over time on the channel. I schedule them to be released daily, basically. So this is video 56 for me. What's actually being released on the channel as I'm recording this video is like around episode 12. So this hasn't happened yet. But here's the problem. As an experiment, I said at the end of last episode, episode 55, that I was thinking about respecking Lizelle out of a fighter wizard into just a straight fighter. Because it gives her another extra attack at level 11. And because I didn't think her spells were doing her a whole lot of good. So I was thinking about completely revamping her. And I have the exact same character on my main playthrough that I've been playing with, set up exactly the same way. So I thought, well, I'll do it on that character first. That character is a little bit behind. It's level 8 instead of level 9. But I got in there and I set the con to 16 and I set my strength and did all of this and went through and leveled her all up. And it is nice because she gets more battle master tactics. So you're not relegated to just the 3, which I have now as Distracting Strike and Menacing Strike, and her ability to do Precision Attack. It's all very nice. Here's the problem. Her con is 14. And I went and I respected it to 16 because I'm like, I want her to have more hit points, darn it. Why doesn't she have as many hit points as my paladin? And she was straight fighter. I just couldn't figure it out. So I started looking. I'm like, well, she's got con -2 from weakened constitution. Wait a second. What the hell is that? You start looking around. There's -2 from weakened wisdom. Scroll down through all these different things. Favorable beginnings. Nice. First attack roll or ability check you make against any target gains a bonus. Weakened constitution, weakened intelligence, weakened wisdom by the Zaithisk. Remember the Zaithisk? Lizelle was so hot to get the parasite out of her head that she had to go into the Zaithisk. And so instead of jerking her out of there and saying, don't do that, I was like, no, let's keep trying to pass checks. Let's see what happens. I assumed that the machine was probably going to blow up because the parasite is protected by a strong magical force. I figured there was no way that it could destroy Lizelle or her parasite. But guess what? It leaves you with -2 in your constitution, intelligence, and wisdom. Now, the intelligence isn't a big deal, because she's got the warped headband of intellect to set it to 17. But the wisdom sucks for saving throws, and the constitution sucks even more for the hit points. So you're taking -6 ASI, ability score improvement, off of that one quest choice. Which go look on the internet. Go look on Steam and go look on Reddit, and there are huge threads discussing this particular part of the game as being massively bad game decision. Massively bad game design. There are people defending it, of course, who are, the meme is, I want my choices to have consequences. Why do my choices have consequences? But I think most rational people can agree that it was presented in such a way that there was no way for anybody to logically anticipate that you were going to end up with -6 ASI from that choice. Because the whole story up to that point is about you getting the parasite out of your head. And Lizelle being Gith and believing that this is a core part of her people, that this purification exists, and she knows about the Zaithic and she thinks this is going to help her. It makes sense for you as a player to want her to do that and to want to try to help her through that process. So for you to get such a huge negative off of that story-driven, narratively-driven choice, it's cattle shooting you in that direction, very much so. Like, I don't think any rational person would have said, "Yeah, I don't want to do that because I know I'm going to take a huge minus 6 ASI to my character, my most important tank character. So that's disappointing. But okay, let's set that aside. It's a problem that can't be solved. A lot of people were hoping that maybe Greater Restoration would fix this. It doesn't. Neither does Remove Curse. So we can't do that. And in fact, if we have, since we're going to go back to camp, we might as well look this up and deal with this right now. Her undergoing change is great. So she has, let's see, she's got all these spells. Cleric spells. There's Remove Curse right there, and there is Greater Restoration right there. So let's get rid of Lesser Restoration and put Remove Curse in here. Where was it again? It's a really funky looking one. It looks like Glyph of Warding, but it's not Glyph of Warding. It's this. Remove Curse. I wish I had a different icon there. That one doesn't quite fit for me. But let's do that. Okay, so Remove Curse on Lizelle. Target isn't cursed. Okay. Then let's do Greater Oh, it's a level 5 spell slot. We'll get it at camp. You'll get to see that it won't work. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to leave this here. Here's what we're going to do. There's going to be I wanted to go to camp directly and do this, and there's a cutscene, so that's why I had to pull back out and restart the episode. There's a cutscene, and then we're going to set her up. Now, here's what we're going to do with Lizelle. First of all, Will has Bracers of Defense. Who has the... Oh, Bracers. Oh, right. She does. Okay. So she has the Gloves of Dexterity, and it lets her have a 21 AC with the shield. We're going to lose those for her. They're going to go to Lizelle. We're going to dump Lizelle's dex even further than it is, from a 10 to an 8. Her armor class is going to stay the same because heavy armor just sets it at 19. But here's the cool thing about doing this. We're going to try to... What's the old saying? We're going to make lemonade out of lemons or something like that. We're going to try to fix this situation as best as we can. What I'm going to end up with here when I'm done is she'll have an 18 strength, a 14 con, a 17 int, an 18 dex, and a 14 wisdom, which are all pretty fair stats. She still won't have a 16 con, and we can never get her there. But with the added dex, what she's going to get is easier lock picking. So that's going to be kind of cool. It's going to go with her astral knowledge of dexterity, and then she's going to get a +4 to dex as well because of the gloves. And it turns her kind of into a lock picking mechanism. And for me, that's worth it. We're not going to respec her to a straight up fighter. We're going to leave her as a level 5 fighter and a level 4 wizard, but we are going to basically mess around with these things, with all of her attributes, and make that work. So might as well put the dex gauntlets on right now. And then the thing to do here is, oh yeah, let's see. She has what? Oh yeah, add your dexterity modifier to your armor class. You can put that on her. She gains +1 to initiative rolls, but she ends up with the same armor class, so you might as well just leave her here, where all incoming damage is reduced by 2. So, but she'll have the gloves of dex, and that'll help with her lockpicking. So let's do it. Let's go back to camp from here. Gith lady, let's do it. And there she is, Vlaakith.
Queen Vlaakith. Skra!
You are Hasharlok, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies!
Whatever you say, Vlaakith Trump.
I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlok, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great Dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
Well, Vlaakith, can you let me talk to any of your previous Ascenders? I'd like to speak with them and let them tell me how Ascension went. I'd really like to hear from somebody firsthand who has firsthand experience with Ascension. Are any of those people around? Can I talk to any of those people? Connect with Lae'zel's parasite, commander of dragons. This is your destiny. Don't fall to Vlaakith's persuasion. Wow. To be the God Queen's chosen is an extraordinary honor. She's a liar. You saw Orpheus with your own eyes. Stand here. I'm gonna keep silent and let her do whatever she wants to.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Sounds like a temper tantrum to me. Yeah. Transactional people. They only want stuff from you and your undying loyalty. They don't ever want to give anything in return. What is this? Letter from Arabelle. Hey, you. So I owe you a lot. For one, I don't know what the inside of a snake's belly looks like. For another, you let me stay at your camp. And for another, you found out what happened to moms and pops. I'm on my own now, and Bone Man says it's a good thing. I just have to let the weave guide me. As far as I can tell, it's tugging me to Baldur's Gate, so I'm headed there first. Anyway, thanks for everything. I won't forget. Well, that's nice. All right. Arabelle. Okay, you, darling, we have to have a discussion. And then you've got to change.
It is done. There is no going back.
Good.
As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies.
Well said,
Better
sister.
to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Because your job is not done yet. Vlaakith has been trying to ascend to godhood. Trying to ascend. That's the key word. She's not there yet. You know what that means? That means we have to go kill her before she becomes a god. Oh, you could try to wisdom her, which won't work for you. Insight. Consider Lae'zel's past and present. What is the true source of her resentment? Okay. Well, she's my girlfriend. I should have insight into this. I guess I'm going to have to make a save because I don't really want to see myself tank this. There we go. Darling.
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
Lae'zel's story is the story of all of us who have ever left the Mormon Church. That is your metaphor right there. Well, yeah. You're grieving the future you'll never have. Vlaakith took everything from you.
How well you've come to know me.
Well,
But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shema Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward.
that seems really cool. Okay. Well, what's next?
We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus Tough Kinazin.
Okay. Well. The Emperor's astral touch tadpole promises exceptional power.
It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. Do you not feel the cold where once there was heat? The void where your soul once resided?
It's not like that, Lae'zel. Accept the astral touch tadpole's power. You'll be unstoppable. And then we can be half tadpoles together. Oh, well. Cross your fingers. Sister, you coming with me on the tadpole train?
Galik, the Elder Brain. It could be the harbinger of the grand design and the doom of the Githyanki. The end time of the 16 planes will be upon us, and the astral will be the first to fall. Very well. I will accept what this damnable Geichrok has to offer. Yisk Githkar Tafki Krashet.
I do not envy that voice actress having to say all of those words that are not English. That looks like a hard job to me, and she's nailing it. Okay, well then. I will leave. And you... Oh, what? What is this? Oh, you're going to take the tadpole now.
Pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
All right. Let's go.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Well, there we go. Now we're both half tadpoles. All right. Let's see how that affects things. Oh, well, now what I have to do is take you, my darling dear, I don't suppose that evolution caused everything to change, did it? No, we're still weakened. Okay. Let's go find our buddy. Where is he? It's probably easiest on the map, isn't it? Withers, where are you? Withers! Where are you? Karlach. Will, Shadowheart. Oh no, you cannot fast travel right now. This is probably one of those special fast travel instances, isn't it? Yenna? Who's Yenna? Grub? Who are you?
Hi.
Yeah.
It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Okay. Of course you can stay. Pick a spot and settle in.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
How could I turn you away, kid? Especially if you can cook.
Never wanted the easy path.
Okay, go to bed. Then we'll do it in the morning. Well, camp supplies. Let's break that off. Oh my. It's our friend.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome.
Are you flirting with me too? Yeah, well, you seem troubled.
An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else.
Who do you think of?
Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you.
I see. How so?
In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people.
All right, well, thank you for sharing that. Now it's time for me to move on. Mr. Octopus.
Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
We have work to do. Okay. Lizelle, where are you?
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How?
Yeah. Seems he's a servant of Bane, as Ketherick served Merkel. Who knows what powers he's gained since you knew him.
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Yeah, you have to be on the team to do that, though.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
I agree. He won't. We'll make him pay. In the meantime, where's our friend? Withers, my man. Where are you? What's the map say? Yenna, Grub, Jedruk, Will, Lizelle. What's going on? Where's all of our camp going to here? Withers. Need you, buddy. You down here? No. There he is. He's right there. He's got his own little platform. Cool. Over here. Okay, I'm going to set up to alter her. At least this way she can get a 14 wisdom, which will help with her saving throws. And she'll have those gloves on. So this is the big change. We're making a change. Nothing here is going to change except for her wisdom score is going to go up. But I feel like it's worth it for the additional saves. So it's what we got to do. All right, let's make some changes. I'm going to pause the recording here and we're going to get this done. All right, we're back and Lizelle is complete. And I'm actually happy that I'm keeping her as a fighter mage. I know I sounded really disappointed at the end of last episode, but I'm happy about this. And here's why. I'll tell you a couple of things. First of all, so here she is, 18 strength, 18 dex, 14 con, 17 int, 14 wisdom. So her saving throws are going to be helped there now. And she's got those gauntlets of dex and she will be able to lockpick a lot easier, which I like. The other thing is there are some advantages to her being a spellcaster that I really didn't want to get rid of. And once I had time to think about it a little bit, I thought, yeah, I don't want her to be a straight fighter. And here's why. The main reason is portent. We have made copious use of the portent dice throughout the game since we got them. And I just think that they're a great benefit to this feature of being a fighter mage class. In addition, not all of her buffs require concentration. I'm going to flip those two a little bit here. See, invisibility is a nice one to have, and it's until a long rest. It's a level 2 spell slot until a long rest. Doesn't require concentration. So I'm hopeful to use that a little bit. Mirror image lasts 10 turns and doesn't require concentration. So theoretically, if you had a couple of turns while you were waiting for enemies to rush at you, you could cast mirror image and then blur, which requires concentration. Haste is going to require concentration, which she gets it. And the other thing is when we're fighting undead, she needs to have that ability right there. Protection from evil and good. And she can do that. And the other thing is, we should be swapping this out every now and then. We're going to be fighting some inorganic enemies. as time comes by. She's still got Enlarge Reduce, which also requires concentration. And then there's this. I want to see how Shatter works, especially upcasting it later on. So having some of the more offensive-minded spells in here for her to do things with could be really good, in addition to these things that we have right now. So I like her. I'm back to being pleased with her. Plus, I expanded this, gave it a little bit more room for this third panel over here with all her various poisons and things like Wizard Bane oil and diluted oil of sharpness. So I want to try to make a little bit more use of these as time goes by. What do you got? Scratch. And then for her, we have a tadpole here if we wanted to give her an ability. So, ability drain might be good for her. Oh, and since she got this one, since she got evolved, we might as well grab this. Your targets have disadvantage on attack rolls and take psychic damage each time they miss. Yeah, she's going to be a frontline fighter. We might as well do that with her. And what's this one up here? Transform into Displacer Beast. I don't think we're going to do that. But anyway, I'm more or less happy with this.
Can't slow down.
So now we need to leave, which I think we have to do over here. See a cute little thing with there. What is that? It's a kitty cat. Oh my gosh, the first kitty cat in the whole game. Grub. Do I have a potion of animal talking? Potion of animal speaking. I do. Need to have that right there.
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna.
Okay. Why are you scared?
Well, why are you so nosy?
Because I like kitty cats. Is Yenna mistreating you?
Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me.
May I pet you?
Please don't.
Oh, come on. All cats love it when I pet. Do you know what happens to Yenna's mother?
Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
I love cats. They're the best. They are the best critters. So Will's going to get -2 to his AC because he won't have the gloves on. That's going to be an unfortunate part for him. He's going to be down to, well, he's at an 18 right now. So braces of defense. That's right. Because oh no, we had it. He wasn't wearing the gloves. That's right. He wasn't even wearing them. It was Shadowheart who was wearing them. It's funny. Her portrait still shows her with black hair. She's at 19, so that's fine. I mean, her having a 21 is no big deal. So I feel good about this. All right, there's got to be a ton of stuff to do in this town. From what we could see, like this right here. Let's just go interject ourselves in this problem over here. And see what we can come up with.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Mewling geese? What's going on? What do you need?
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
True Baldurians. Yeah. Baldur's oath of devotion. It is one's duty to protect those with nothing.
Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
Really, Elf. Okay. Nestor, does this guy down here, I thought... Yeah, I think we can actually do some trading with him. It might be good.
Gods. Any one of us could have been blown to smithereens.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, but you're not trading with me now? Okay. Well.
That's a bigger issue than modesty, dear.
Otter Dance Fenton. Is that a relation to Mazzy Fenton?
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Really? Okay. Well, is there anywhere on the map that we noticed? Nope. Acquisition bond. What are you looking over here? Wooden chest. Tinkernazium.
Heads will roll for this transgression, this injustice.
What happened to you?
Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
Well, that sounds like a problem.
Now, mind your tongues. Leave Christine to me.
Oh yeah, remember we saw Mattis. We want to go find Mattis. And there's Umi. We gotta go find our friends. There's Zoru. And Bex. Oh, Bex.
We made it through hell. Twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
That's nice to hear. Let's go find Mattis. Mattis was on the other side. We forgot to talk to her. I wonder if she's got some good. She's right down here.
I'm not paid to debate.
I'm excited to see Mattis. Who's this person? Fist Vadone. Mage Alma. What do you got for us? Mattis!
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore.
Okay, well, show me these fancy items you have to offer.
Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look.
Yes, you would, because you already did. The Corvid Token, Boon of the Raven Queen. While wearing this amulet, your jump and flying speed increased by 1.5 meters. While polymorphed or wild shaped, you also gain a feather fall. Oh, fun. Your weapon and unarmed attacks deal an additional 2 damage while surrounded by 2 or more foes. That's nice. Arrow of Arcane Interference. We should buy that. We need to have some more of those. Potion of Invisibility. Elixir of Guileful Movement. Your movement speed can't be reduced by difficult terrain or spells. You can't be paralyzed or restrained. Replaces effects from... I'll take that. Oil of Bane. Oil of Combustion. On hit, a coated weapon covers its target in oil for 2 turns. Oil cover targets immolate upon taking fire damage, dealing 3 to 18 fire damage to everyone and everything nearby. I'll take that. Potion of Flying. We should probably have that. Holy Hand Soap. Spoon of Saltiness. Cloak of Cunning Broom. When the wearer disengages, they also create a foggy cloud with a 2-meter radius that lasts for 2 turns. That looks fun. It's only 91. I'm going to take it. Alright, I'm going to try to trade a bunch of stuff in here. That's fun. And gain an additional level 1 spell slot. Replaces effects from other elixirs when drunk. Okay. Alright, let's swap a bunch of this. Let's sell a bunch of our junk here. I'm loath to give away things like black diamonds and diamonds because traditionally those are always things that have been used. There's an Astral Touch tadpole. What am I supposed to do with that? Anyway, Mantis has 830 gold left, so we're going to see if we can... If anybody else has anything that we can get rid of, like trinkets here. These masks are supposed to be useful for something. Nobody's ever going to use these. We might as well sell them all back to somebody. And she's got some trinkets like junk boots, a pearl, an onyx, idol of Selune, a peridot. Alright. Magic items we'll hang on to for a little bit longer. Oh, there's this.
Stay away from trapped chests.
I try. Okay. Mattis. Well then. What else is going on in this little way station of a town? What's going on over here? Who are these guys? Refugees? Refugees?
Up on the hill.
I see it. It's up there and we're down here.
The barricade?
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Boy, I've been on some walks like that before.
What do you get out of this? Hmm? Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it? Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
How would that
If I
happen?
hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
Okay. Edmund Magaris. Fitzpatrick. What's going on over here? What's this? Creepy monster thing. Benji, what's this? Klaus?
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next!
Yeah? What's going on here?
Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
This sounds like trouble. I've never heard of an extraplanar circus.
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Djinni to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries.
All right.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
I'm definitely a vicious murderer.
Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No like.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
Oh, well, let's see. My intimidation is going to get a bonus. Oh, here we go. Favorable beginnings, charisma, persuasion, proficiency, and persuasion expertise. Well, give me all of this plus some guidance. It's a 16 before I even roll. Baby, you're letting me in. And then we roll right on the 15. Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
It's not real.
Small pause there as someone was trying to call me and scam me, as is normally something that happens all the time. All right, let's see what this is going to be like. Wow, it's a big circus. Midrash performing the bard dance. Zara the mummy. What you got for us, Zara? I see. Insight. Detect thoughts. You've been waiting for somebody like me to come along, haven't you? Oh. That was a miserable failure. Oh. Sorry. I know, I got nothing for you. Huh. Try to interpret the hand movements.
You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
Oh, really? I'd like to see your face paints. That's funny. Oh, nice. Just get that and color spray and lush burgundy. Oh, fun. So that's what those things are for. I've never even touched them yet. If for face painting, interesting. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, I was just curious if there was a way, like a barber somewhere or something, that would let me change my appearance a little bit. Because I would really like to be able to get rid of that beard that is flopped in front of my armor in the whole game. Had I had any idea it was going to do that, I would have chosen a much shorter beard, more like the one I wear in real life. We have Akabi. All right. What is this?
Approach, ugly one.
This guy's got a great look. I love him. Wow. The hell she just call me?
Ugly, hideous, vile. You are fortunate to have found me, freakish one.
Really?
Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable.
Really? What kind of things can I win?
Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot.
Okay. Well, what is the jackpot?
No more questions. Spin or don't.
Okay. I'd like to spin the wheel.
Let us see if you have luck's favor.
Probably not. I mean, it's me. Oh. I failed my perception check.
Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this.
Thanks, I guess.
You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew.
I don't think so. Definitely a broom of flying. What the hell? Oh my god. To camp with you. Definitely a broom of flying. I don't think so. Yeah, me and carnivals, we don't get along precisely because of that reason. Wow. What is this thing? Crack boom? Stony. Stony, Lizelle. Just in case we end up having to fight some critters here that are inorganic. I don't know. Just having a... I feel my spidey senses tingling. What's going on over here? Bony.
Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you have come to the right place. Browse our bespoke stony and bony creations, or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our most sought-after service.
Are you making gargoyles? Selling us gargoyles? Stony and bony. Let's see what you have.
Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it.
Okay, so you have... Well, you get some spells. Scroll of flesh to stone. That's probably a useful one to have. We should hang on to that. These games always have a way of making that happen. Wall of stone. Stone skin. And a bunch of this stuff. Okay. Tell you what, bud. I'll take that scroll off your hands.
Wondrous! My wife will be most pleased.
Stony and bony. Okay.
Time to press ahead.
Yeah, I think having that could be useful. What's this guy? Popper, purveyor of treats and trinkets. Okay, what else? The hell's that? It's a graveyard back there? A graveyard smash? Iron fence. That looks like it could be trouble. What do you got for us, Lizelle? Why don't you show us your new lockpicking skills? She needs to roll a 10. So we get this. We get -1 from dexterity, but then we get +5 from the gloves of dexterity, +4 from knowledge of dexterity, and guidance. I don't know why she's getting plus. She's getting +5 from that. That's nice. That's hot dog. Should have been doing that a long time ago. Let me lead. I know about the undead. What is this? Well, there's a shovel. Remember, there was a point in time in the game when we needed one of those real bad.
Unknown child and her dog, who stood watch over her grave. May they be reunited in Ilmater's grace. Millie Runbarrel, killed by the cult of the Absolute. May our martyred father shelter her.
Interesting. A grave has been dug up. Don't know much else about it, though. A little gold. Remedial potion. Okay. Where's this go to? A door? Whose place is this? An open hand temple. We just found our way right into the back of it, didn't we? Well, I'm a paladin. I'm no thief of temples. Not gonna steal everything in there. What is this place? Oh, and there's ornate wooden hatch. Who's this, Brother Donick?
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave.
Oh, really? Why are you packing up your kitchen?
Soup kitchen's no good if we've no one to feed soup to. Besides, Father Lorgan's gone. Murdered. And now they're blaming a refugee for it.
Where did the attack happen?
He was attacked in the cellar. He had a private altar down there. Used to like the solitude. The man ate like a horse. A soup-hungry horse. Usually took enough to feed a small clergy down there.
This is all sounding very suspicious. Well then. I think we need to go in here. But we probably need to do that next episode, so let's save it for then. It's been entertaining. All right, we have Lizelle set up in the way, and I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna go through the game again and not make this mistake twice. Yeah, not make this mistake twice. Do not let her get in that machine. I guess what you have to do is at the very first roll check, you have to pull her out. And then this won't happen. Very interesting. Psychic missiles. Oh yeah, shoot an additional dart. Nice. She's got a lot of things going on here. Kind of excited to proceed to 9th level. We got 3 more levels to go until the end of the game. So, and we're about to make level 10 soon. So we're gonna get 3 full levels in Baldur's Gate. 10, 11, 12. I would imagine. Right about the time we're done with level 12 is when the game should end. So. God, it's been a wonderful journey. This has been a pretty fascinating game. All right, everyone. Here we are. A couple of half illithids in love. That's us. We'll see you all next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.